I hope you're ready, because I've spent a lot of time crafting, as they would say in the mines.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to unpack here, maybe.
Ooh,
Well,
you're getting me excited.
maybe. Who knows? But does anyone want to take or be the volunteer for last session's recap? You get an extra hero point for today.
I would, but I can't remember. Blanking out. I want a hero point
Blank
though.
on most of it, but I'll give it a go here.
Sure.
We had just finished slaying a bunch of kobolds
Yeah.
and found out they were either worshipping or like infecting themselves to like release demons upon the land. And then we went deeper. Oh, I'm sorry. Then we found and met Vesper, who joined the crew, and then we went deeper into the mine, I guess. Saw a bunch of blood on the walls, followed that, and had an opportunity to lay siege upon the demon fort, pushed out from that, went back up to the top, encountered a minotaur, and the minotaur was kind of chill. But in hindsight, he didn't really give us much in the way of a hand, but at least he didn't kill us, so that's something. Am I missing anything?
I think the only thing you really missed is G lost track of the person you were trying to find, the bandit leader.
Oh.
And after that little encounter with the Minotaur, you decided to head on back, and you noticed, or G noticed, that the tunnels had changed. And
Right.
from there, last session, if you knew, do you know the rest? I'll let you take it over.
The tunnel started shifting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quaking.
They did.
Yeah.
But from there, the only thing else that you saw was this little guy up here,
Right.
and dark shadows, shadow magic appeared beneath Vesper and G, and almost killed them both.
He looks like a kabuki theater monster. I like it.
Yes. But as we return to the session, you're going to notice that, at least those that can see, these little dudes that you just saw just begin to almost blend in with the darkness and kind of look almost invisible. And I'll just say, Vesper, you're the only one that really...
How big are they?
They are about your size.
But I don't notice them.
Yeah, you don't notice them. I'll say G and Vesper, the only one that can really notice this. Vesper especially so, you can notice that they are invisible in darkness. But, and that's where we'll continue off. And we'll start with Reynold, as you just see these guys appear from the dark hole, dark shadow magic hole, and then kind of just disappear. What do you want to do?
So Reynolds is gonna yell out, "Where the hell do they go?" And then can I do like a seek action?
Yes, you may.
I don't even know where they're coming from, let alone where they go.
Yeah.
What template
What's
do I
going what,
use?
Reynold?
Just roll a regular perception check. You don't need to do the seek action thing.
Okay.
I'm looking for a number. What were you saying, Ebony?
I was asking Reynold what's going what.
I forgot Ebony can't see.
We're getting ambushed. They just tried to swipe G. I think the Vespa as well.
I don't see anything. They must be expert assassins.
Can you ever see in the dark?
I could.
Oh.
Not the pure dark.
Let's see. 35? Okay. You're going to notice Reynold, that this thing right here, your eyesight and your hearing, you can't hear anything out of it, but it's clearly there, although a little bit invisible.
Right. Can I point it out or something?
You may.
What does that do?
Pointing out basically reduces its cover by 1 step and allows your allies to target it.
Right.
As long as they can see them. I'll say Vesper can clearly... They're just a little concealed, but they're no longer invisible. I'm removing the song.
So would it help Ren and G see, or G can already see him, but would it help Ren or Krimvek or Evadine?
No. You can definitely point out that they're there, like where their tile is, but they will still have to suffer with like concealment, hidden type of stuff. All right.
Sounds good. I think I'll point out the tile.
Sure.
Is it just? I just sense the one right here? Right?
Yeah, you can sense the one right there.
It's right next to G. Right in front of you, Ren.
Where's G?
Oh, no. Oh, right next to me. We're at the front.
Ren is just
I'll
gonna
just
shout
follow
out.
your voice.
Yeah.
Duck, I'm gonna shoot near you.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, I have one. I have one action left, right?
Oh, you have 2. Seek is just 1 action. Oh no, you pointed out. Yeah, you have
Point
1
out,
action.
there's another one.
Yeah.
Well, I think Reynold's probably going to try to close on this thing. And he's going to stride.
Okay. Sure. Cool.
That's his turn.
We are gonna go to the next one. Right, Reynold. As you end your turn, I'm gonna need you to make a will save for me. You can click this one right here.
Nice. I know what that means now.
This is a fear effect, by the way.
Fear effect.
Okay, you get a success, which turns to a crit success. You are going to notice that you can hear echoing of this footsteps coming from the cavern over on this side, down there. And the rest of you are going to hear this as footsteps of this creature. Vesper, you can see it, but the rest of them not so much. Maybe G can see it, but you can hear, as it takes a footstep, or multiple footsteps, you hear Beto, 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 as it moves around. And kind of just moves around in place, but it doesn't seem to do anything. And it is going to come over to Ren's turn. Ren, who cannot see, but can kind of fly, is going to just say, do we need some light in here? I can't see. Whatever. I'll do it myself.
I can see in the dark, so I don't
Do
think
it,
a
Ren.
torch is gonna do shit.
Worth a shot.
All right. Well, then he
Damn it.
will spend an action to pull out a torch. I need to put this into his actual inventory. Boom. And the moment that he lights this torch, you're gonna notice these things become more visible.
Damn, I stand corrected.
And you guys can see these 2 creatures as they look at you and stare at you ominously. Ren is then going to use his airwalk to technically fly up 5 feet. And he will cast shield on himself for his last action. What the heck? There you go. Cool. go to G's turn. G will take out his weapon, stride, and strike this thing. Oh, icebreaker. As he strikes through it, he notices his sword, rapier, just pierces through it and doesn't seem to hurt it. He's going to make a perception check as part of this. And he's just stumbled. He's just stumbling, like what is going on? And that's going to be his turn. Grimbeck.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna invoke my draconic blood.
Sure.
How do I do that? Use. Cool. It's done, and then I'm gonna activate overdrive, pressing my palms together and kind of focusing as sparks of electricity kind of dance around my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Activate overdrive. Got one turn left. I'm going to fire. Do I take range penalties from here?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna fire my bolt at the guy there.
19. Okay. You're... Oh, I forgot I didn't make some checks. But you're going to do some damage. You can roll your damage as it pierces it. Goes through it. It does seem to get hurt a little bit. But it doesn't seem to be that affected.
Oh. Did overdrive and draconic fusion get added?
No, you did not add it. I think you need to make your crafting check, so click that.
Oh my god.
But I think that will be interesting. Interesting to say the least. I think that is a success for you. Because it's your class DC. Or standard DC for your level. Okay, hold on. 26, yeah, it's a regular success.
Oh, nice.
So you can drag the effect up in the chat and click success. And I think it adds half your intelligence modifier. Let me double check something.
Sorry, how do I have it?
So if you scroll up in the chat, right, where you put in your overdrive, right?
Yeah.
There'll be an effect overdrive. Just drag it onto your token.
Oh, I see.
And it should prompt you like success, critical success, or whatever.
Like that, or?
There you go. Yeah, you did it. Nice. So you add half your intelligence mod. It will do that much more damage. It doesn't seem to be very affected at all. But it does seem to take some amount of damage.
I don't think I'm doing much. Anyone got anti-shadow powers? Anyone a cleric? Evadine? You got some holy powers might come in handy? Any light magic?
While you're at it, Grimlock,
Not- Okay.
make a perception check for me, secret, please. But continue.
That would be Ren's province. Grimbeck.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Ren, I'm sure you can do something to that effect.
All right. I'm gonna get you three to make a will save for me, please.
That's me.
Yep. So Ren, G, and then you. I will roll for them since they are just wonderful people. Regular success, critical success. Okay, and you get that. That was all three of your actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As your turn ends, the echoes of those beto beto as he kind of walks. This thing walks in place, kind of fills you with ire, and you become frightened too.
Guys,
G
I think we
becomes
should
frightened
get out
one.
of here. I'm not liking the look of these shadow monsters. For real.
Hold your ground, rat. We're not gonna be routed by a couple of ghosts.
Ebony,
Speak for yourself.
it is your turn. What would you like to do? That is the question. Unless my dad just went AFK randomly.
Oh, you said me?
Yes, it's your turn.
I was looking through my feet. I know I have something against the fear or frightened,
Yes,
right?
you do. You have Aura of Courage.
Yeah. Is it like, did they get frightened in spite of that aura?
Whenever you become frightened, reduce the value by 1, and at the end of each turn, each ally in your champion's aura reduces its frightened value by 1.
It has to wait for my turn for it to take effect. It
That
doesn't
is
prevent
correct.
it.
That is
Okay,
correct.
got it. Got it. Thank you. Okay, okay, foul creatures of darkness, repent now and or forever lose your soul. My shield is raised. How do
Yes,
I know
you have both of your weapons out. You're good.
both my weapons out. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna focus on their funny looking slippers.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the trip and shove, but I forgot how to activate it.
In your
I want to
action
remove their
macro.
slippers or damage it. Sorry, what did you say?
In the hotbar, press the basic action macro.
Not bar. Okay, and then I guess I need to target one first, right?
Yep.
Not bar, lost it. Okay, trip. Trip is plus 20. I have roll. Roll an 11.
All right. As
Okay.
you attempt to trip this thing, you notice your sword as you kind of go for the legs at its shoes. It just goes straight through it, and it doesn't seem to be affected at all.
Goes through the shoes?
Yep.
Wow. I had guessed wrong, foul creature. I thought that was the only thing solid in you. I am going to 2 more turns, right?
2 more
I'm
actions.
gonna
Yep.
raise my glow rod and shove it in the middle of the creature.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Sure.
Does it have any effect?
Okay. Make a perception check for me. You can just make it public. I don't mind.
Perception. Found it. Does it? You told me I have to insist on clicking something on the chat.
No, you're good.
I'm good. Okay. There you go.
For a moment, you notice your glow rod just goes through it, and light kind of shines out of it, but it's kind of, for a moment, it comes out, but it kind of gets encompassed around the shadow creature's magic, its body.
What do you mean by encompassed? It the light disappears?
Yeah, it kind of gets
Okay.
sucked. You are going to notice this guy come out, though. This guy right here.
Yeah.
You have the glow rod out. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, that is your turn.
My last turn, I'll move to the center, so
Yeah, that's fine by me.
my what do you call that? My aura encompasses
Yeah. I
everyone.
got it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. At the end of your turn, make this will save for me.
We'll say from the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
Okay. You will become frightened 1. That's
Oh,
with the reduce already. And
Okay.
then everyone else's frighten will reduce at the end of your turn.
Okay, which is now.
Yep,
Yes,
and
it's the
that
end
is
of
going to
my
be your
turn.
turn. Right. Let me just do this guy's turn real quick. Don't mind me. You're going to see Ren, Evadine, Vesper from behind you. A creature kind of emerge from deeper in within the tunnels. You're going to see this two-legged, almost humanoid-like creature, but it has clearly like 3 arms, a mouth on the top with an amount of eyes as well, as a kind of, well, has its mouth pointed towards you and its eyes as well. And it speaks in a language I don't think any of you understand, but it just stares at you all as it emerges from the wall. That's cool. That's gonna be that one's turn.
That's the grossest looking thing I've ever seen, you guys. And I live in a cave filled with rats.
That's crazy. Okay. Reynold. From over yonder, you're going to see another creature that I just described come out from the walls over here. And you notice it doesn't leave any trail at all as it comes out of these walls. It just moves through the
Bloody
wall.
hell.
And it has its arms ready, looking at you. Vesper, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
You know, I'd like to see if I can recall knowledge on these new guys.
Sure. My guest. You can do that with the basic action macro, or just roll whatever whatever arcana or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Hold on. Which one was it again? Is it these guys or the shadowy guys?
The new guys.
Gotcha. All right. What do you want to know? What is your question? I'll give you 2 answers.
Are they normally aggressive? And what are they weak to?
What are they mean to?
Weak to?
Oh, weak to. Got it. All right. So, assuming it's these guys, the ones that just appeared out of the walls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know these things to be Zorn. These are rotund elementals known for eating gems, metals, stone down in the earth, in the subterraneous earth locations as well. They are very, very, how do we call it? They care about metal, gems, anything precious, anything that comes from the earth. They care about a lot, and I mean it by a lot. They usually will do whatever it means to get it, whatever it takes. Especially if they're ones out here in the wild, so to speak. And you would know that they are pretty weak to bludgeoning damage, but resistant against cold, electricity, and fire. And that is what I will... You know what? As a bonus, their weakest saving throw was reflex. That is what I'll tell you.
Oh, bonus, nice.
Well. What will you do with newfound information?
Would like to share this with the class.
Yep, no action required.
We gotta smash them to death.
Uh,
Wish Thumper were here.
well, we'll smash them, or I don't suppose you could throw some. You have some gems on you, perhaps?
I make it a habit not to throw my gems away.
You know, let's also do a recall knowledge on our shadowy friends too.
Sure, go ahead. Okay, what is your question?
Do I know how to counteract the phase thing they're doing? And what's their weakest save?
Sure. So, in the depths of the Darklands, or Shadowfell, from where you are from, you know these things to be called Beto Beto-san. They are wanderers, typically on the material plane, of highways and byways, and they search for people to sustain their appetite, typically for fear. You know that they are invisible in darkness or shade, but the moment they come into light, they become formless, or more visible in that sense. They get their name from their footsteps, as every time they make a footstep, or move, so to speak, it says Beto Beto. But a bonus fact, I guess I'll say, is they are known to follow people and consume their fear. But they're truly misunderstood creatures. They don't attack the ones they follow, but they usually end up in combat because of their unwelcome stalkerish behavior. That being said, you would know that they have the incorporeal trait, meaning any physical actions, such as grapple, trip, so on, are unaffected unless you have the ability to touch ghosts with the Ghost Touch rune or Astral rune if you're melee. But they are pretty susceptible, to vitality damage, or that is able to bypass their defenses, or force. And other than that, their weakest saving throw is Fortitude. But they have resistance to all damage, to everything but Force, Ghost Touch, or Vitality. And that's that. I guess my bonus piece of information for you is that you would know that their special ability is to make shadow copies that are just illusions, and you can figure that these two things in front of you are just illusions, knowing that this one over here, considering it has been stalking you guys from where you came from, has just been watching.
Oh.
Well,
We will point that out.
cool.
Which one's the real one? Vesper?
This one back here.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, what would you like to do with your last action?
That's a good question because a lot of these don't have. Everything else is 2 actions.
That's very true. What does a wizard do in these trying times?
You know, cast our shield cantrip.
That is fair. That is very fair.
Oh, that's
Alright.
a good one.
All right. That is your turn. I'm gonna have this thing go. Reynold, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Yep.
You can make it public, I don't really mind.
I have a hero point, right?
You do? You have 2?
Actually, no, it's okay. I'll fail. It's fine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That is fine by me. It's very fine by me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's going to happen. Just give me a moment as I kind of do something else. Okay. Cool. All right. Reynolds, we're back to you, my friend. What do you want to do?
Reynolds gonna yell, "Good call-outs, wizard," at Vesper as he strides up to this thorn here
Okay.
and grasps his shield in 2 hands and smashes it into like the top part of this thing.
Oh, yeah. That's what we like to see.
Is it strike?
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Bludgeoning damage, too.
Let's go.
Roll your crit damage. Oh, there's a 1.
1 in the 6. It's
And you have
average.
crushing? Oh, shit. All right, you can knock him back 5 feet if you wish.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'll let you choose. Do you want me to go this way or that way?
This way.
Okay. You hit this Zorn with that dwarven strength of yours, and he takes that damage. He's pretty hurt after that, and he says to you as you hit him, knock him back. He speaks in common. Dwarf, give me your armor and shields. Anything of metal. I need it. I need to feed. Or I'll feed on you. Your
Oh, you can
choice.
try your best.
He kind of just
Not
like,
fighting with the silver vein shield. It's not happening.
silver? You said silver? I need it now. Even more. Silver's so soft and malleable. It's like, I can chew on it forever. Right?
Reynolds sort of just grimaces at him.
I think this guy has a fetish for precious metals.
Don't say. All right.
Good thing he doesn't know about this.
Yeah, you're right. All right, you have one more action, I believe? Or no, use your Everset
Yeah, I
stance.
use Everset.
Okay, got it. Cool.
I don't know if that applied, but it's okay.
Yeah. This thing is going to... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, shit. God damn it. Ignore me. What the hell? Okay, perfect. I fixed it. Because it's totally what happened. Alright. Beto-san is going to... once again... as he is illuminated by the light, you're going to see him just disappear. And he is going to go over here. Oh. Just gonna go over here. And you're going to eerily hear some footsteps behind you from Beck.
Can I turn around?
It kind of peeks over the corner like a very shy creature trying to hide. But you see it. Right there.
I'm gonna point at him with my crossbow and pretend to fire at him intimidatingly.
This thing is going to just turn invisible in response. That's going to be its turn.
Howard.
Coward. That's crazy. Okay. What the hell? Whatever. I'll just... Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I don't know why this happened anyways. There you go. And then this guy should be that. And we will go to Ren's turn. You're going to see him kind of just say, so what's the plan? Beto? I mean, the shadow creatures? Or what? These new friends of ours? Well,
I mean, you're probably have a better affinity with the shadow creatures.
what does that mean?
I don't know, you got like light magic or whatever?
Not exactly.
Or
But,
can you bludgeon monsters?
no, I can't do that either.
Alright, well, best focus on those abominations.
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Ren is going to not do what you said.
Okay, fair enough.
And he's going to cast Bless for all of you. And you know what? He'll just spend his third action to sustain Bless to increase it again. As he is just walking on air right now, 5 feet above. And that is going to be his turn. He is going to have to make a saving throw, though. Let's see. 7. Success, and then it'll turn to 0 because Aura of Courage. Cool. Nice. It's going to be G's turn. G is going to see how it's going. He is going to stride up over here. Just pass by. He will hunt prey. And he will strike. Nice. That is a critical hit from our boy. As he will unleash a shit ton of dice into this Zorn. And will make a fortitude save. And that is definitely a failure. And it is also slowed 1. That is going to be G's turn. Krimvek, what do you want to do?
Alrighty then. Can I see where those abominations are right now?
Not currently. They're out of your line of sight. But you know that there was
Okay.
one kind of over here.
Okay, I'm gonna mosey on over there.
Okay.
There. Then I'm gonna knock. Strike.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Nice damage. Incoming. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sheesh.
Sweet. Good.
Don't think you gave yourself this. Do that. Alright. And then he will take that damage. And another...
Can I use Jolt Coil, Ethan? Or is that a thumper thing?
No, that's a gear item.
Oh, yeah.
You can, if you have 2 actions, you can use the cantrip or spell or whatever's in it. I think it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's electric arc, but... yeah. Okay.
No, probably not worth it. I'm just gonna fire again with my bow there.
You'll have to reload, I believe. I think. So yeah, I think you have running reload. So you could have reloaded Stride and hit him, but you'd have to reload again for your last action.
Gotcha. I'll just. Should I just hit the reload button then?
Yes, sir.
Or is that a next chamber?
Next chamber, I believe, after the 4 arrows, but I think you're good.
Oh, okay. Cool. Am I
Alright.
done now?
Yeah. Evadine, you are up. Where do you want to go?
Sorry. Here, and then that actual Beto vanished, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay, around this area. Okay. Where did it go?
Right, hold on. So, Glow Rod does 20-foot radius. Okay. As you kind of move there, you're going to see it kind of show up again, right here, just hiding. It's right next to Grimbeck. Was there the entire time. It appears. And when you shine it with light again, it is going to just see it. You're just going to see it magically teleport again. And disappear.
It actually teleports. Okay,
yeah.
Teleports. It went from here to here. So I would say I actually can't do much. I'll move here.
Okay.
Oh. Did anything show up?
As you move there, you're gonna see it be revealed again, hiding right there.
Well, I'm too far.
Okay.
I'm gonna glare. I just have shield advance is two actions, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So I don't have enough. I'm just gonna glare on. Does glare have a distance limit?
Demoralize? I think it's just 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay, so 25 feet. I will glare at that for real Beto San.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, he's visible. Okay. Smite. Intimidating glare. Found it. Oh. How do I activate it? It doesn't have that dice that you click.
Oh, no, you just do the basic action macro again.
Oh, okay.
And just do demoralize. That's all you have to do.
Got it.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, roll. What?
Yep.
Critical
You failed to make the shadow monster Beto-san scared.
Okay. Okay, that was my last turn, and if anyone is still frightened, they get a. I guess they lose it by now, right?
Yep. I mean, at the end of your turn, you don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, this Zorn is next with its 2 actions. It is going to notice G's very nice and intricate rapier, and he's gonna say mine, and he's going to release a frenzy of claws at him. All right. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Okay, I won. Awesome.
I was thinking they're quite covetous. I don't know, that's behind his weapon.
And that is going to do...
I'm gonna glimpse that.
You're way too far away from G
oh,
right
it's
now.
not against
Yeah.
Reynold. It's me. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
G's gonna take some damage, and that's going to be that one's turn as the slow goes away. All right, the next one is here. It being a little bit hampered from your beating you gave it, Reynold, it is going to you're just going to see it go into the wall. It just runs into it, and it doesn't leave any trace or anything.
I lost eyes on the toothy bastard. He's in this wall.
And you're gonna see it pop out right here. And he's gonna say, huh? You don't have metal. And it is just gonna go back into the wall. And that's gonna be its turn. Right. I'm gonna do another thing real quick over somewhere else. Don't mind me. Cool. Vesper, it's your turn.
Vesper is going to look up here and
I'm scared.
going to try to cast overwhelming memory on the Zorn here.
Okay. Cool. Which option are you taking?
Terrifying.
Terrifying. Yeah, poor guy, alright. Is there no saving throw to this? That's crazy.
No, it's a will save, I think.
Terrifying memory. Overwhelming memory. Yeah, it is a will save. I don't know why it doesn't give it the option. Alright. It will make its will save. Boom. That looks like a 20 total. I think your spell DC is like 28. So that is a failure. It is going to be frightened 1. And is going to be stupefied 2. Oh my god. As this thing kind of just lets out a little yip as it is going to look at G and clearly not the real person who did this to it. And kind of just be scared. And just he's kind of overwhelmed, quite literally.
She'll look over at Beto-Beto-san and see if this is slightly more attractive than our party.
You're gonna see Beto-Beto-san. He was looking over to where like you were and like Evadine, and you kind of just see him immediately do a 360 and look at the Zorn here, and he seems very intrigued.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that is your turn. Cool. Right. One moment. Let's see. Okay. Can I get Evadine and Reynolds to make a perception check for me, please?
Yep.
One more time. All right, Reynolds, as you feel the earth around you move, you felt just the most slight movement in the earth. Evadine doesn't seem to notice this, and Evadine, out of nowhere, you feel your footing begin to lose stability as a worm emerges, and it is going to strike you. I'm just going to move it over here. You're going to be off guard to this attack.
Shield block it?
You may, yes, if it does hit. But it is going to grab you as well. But you can shield block the damage. So that's 24 damage.
Okay. Clicking on block.
Alright.
Nothing's happening.
Press the damage part on the chat card. I think it will
damage
automatically.
first. Okay.
Oh, I didn't do it. God damn it.
Okay.
Give me a
Says
second.
I haven't raised my shield. I thought I.
Oh, I know why. You're probably, since you didn't click defensive advance or whatever again. That's why.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a moment. There you go. As your shield takes a little bit of the jaw's force and reduces the damage, you become grappled in its mouth and has you there. And it is going to immediately attempt to swallow you. Okay. Let me just double check something. Okay. It is going to make an athletics check against you. It has map this time, though. So it's going to be -5. What? Okay, yeah, cool. As even though you're grabbed, it is unable to swallow you. You're putting up a bigger fight than it expected. And from there, it is.
Are you saying I'm fat?
I didn't say anything.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
From there, it's just going to shake you around for its last action and try to do some damage. Try to hit you. And it will miss. And that will be its turn. Reynold, you see this worm kind of encompassing Evadine here in its mouth. What do you want to do?
Yikes. I'm gonna step, I guess. And then, can I, is there like a help action for like escaping a grapple?
Yes, so if you push him, shove him, or reposition him, that will break the grapple. Otherwise, you can use an aid action to help him to escape on his next attempt. So it's up to you.
Reynolds going to just like carry his momentum from his last square and put his shield up and bash into the cave worm. Try to shove it.
Okay, you're gonna try to shove this thing. Go for it. I'll give you oh, what? What's up?
I can't where's its token?
Do you not see it? Oh shit, I forgot. I made it undetected. Here you go. Now you can see it. Hopefully?
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay, so that's where it was. Okay, so I was already right next to it.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna step here and
Yep.
shove. Basic action macro.
An 8 as you use your momentum. Okay, re-roll. 16, that's double. As you use your momentum to shove into this thing, you shove it 5 feet back.
Oh, it's huge.
But you notice that the cave worm still has Evadine in its reach.
I can step after it though, right?
Yes,
Like
you
as a
can.
Reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
I'm gonna like smack it, like grab my shield like a steel chair. Release the bastard sword, bring out the shield like a steel chair, and slam it on the cave worm's head.
Yeah, go
Try to
for
get
it.
it to let go.
Go for it. I know, right? 19! That's a crit! Crazy.
Crazy. Should be a 2d8, but it's a d6 for some reason.
Oh, it's because you used your shield.
I know, but it has Everstand.
Oh, right. Oh, whatever. Just add, yeah. If you want, just roll 2d8 and then we'll take those values.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, you probably want to take those values, I think. So 10, 18 times 2, 36 damage. All right. And you shove it 5 feet as well, and this breaks the grapple from our wonderful friend, Evadine.
Thank you, Reno.
Of course. Got your back.
It is going to, yeah, be clumsy from the crushing effect. It feels that, and it screams in front of you. And that is going to be your turn. Gotcha. Cool. Beto-san is going to... You're going to immediately notice this thing kind of walk through you and walk past you. And this one is going to walk over here. And Beto-san is going to walk over here. And he is going to open his mouth for a moment, and then he doesn't even strike with it. He just swipes with his claw. And then he rolls a 2. But it still hits.
It's a master of misdirection.
He's going to do 18 void damage. He's going to go again.
Oh, it's attacking the Zorn?
Does seem to be attacking the Zorn, yes.
Hungry.
He's going to do that again. And that is going to be its turn, as it has a big grin on its face, even wider than what it is right now. And it seems to be relishing in this moment. Ren is going to be up. He's going to spend another action to increase Bless by another 10 feet. If he moves... okay, he will... attempt to cast needle darts on... Can't really move, unfortunately. Whatever, he will cast needle darts on the cave worm. And he's gonna do that. Hit. Cool. He's going to do 17 points of damage. And that is going to be his turn. It will be G's turn next. He's going to be not so happy that this thing is taking his kill, but he's going to just swipe it away before anything else can happen. That will crit it and kill it. Without a doubt. From there, he is going to stride right here. Kind of see what's going on. And he'll make this his new hunt prey. As this thing dies. Alright. Grimvek, what do you want to do, pal? You're gonna notice Beto-san, all three of you, Ren, Vesper, and Grimvek. He's kind of just like, he's hovering over this body, but like he seems to be sucking something out of the Zorn, but you can't really see it. It's just standing there.
Make a perception check.
Sure. No action for this.
Oh, my game wasn't on a thing. I'm just trying to reload it. Sorry.
No worries. Oh, right. Vesper, can you roll me a d20 plus 16, please? $33. What level was your spell? Overwhelming memory?
3rd rank.
3rd rank? Okay. Cool. You get to keep your spell slot. I'm gonna give you that back.
Wasn't loading. I'm just gonna try to open it again.
No worries. You just want me to delay for your turn until you get it back on?
Yeah, might be best.
Sure. All right, Evadine, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna say
Finally,
that,
something I can hit. Gonna shield advance on this cave worm and
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
okay, and strike it with my. Happened to my action. I gotta go. Strike. So.
Nice 12. That hits.
Damage.
As you go in for a slice against its torso, it does a respectable amount of damage. And it
Then
is
I
bleeding.
would, hit again with the map -5.
Sure. You hit again as you go in for a second attack. Nice. Giving it some
Okay,
battle wounds, some scars for it to
That's-
remember.
that's my my 3 turns.
Sure, sure. Krimvek, did you load back in?
It's I'm still like pressing reload. I might have to restart my computer here.
Okay. Sure.
My bad, gang. I'll be
No
right back.
worries, no worries. This thing is going to make this next thing. Ooh, okay. Reynald, you're gonna notice from behind you, the Zorn comes out of nowhere. You are not off guard to this, but it goes in for a frenzy against you as it goes for multiple attacks. So that's 1, and that's 2, that's 3.
And that one I can glimpse, right?
That is correct.
Okay, I'll glimpse that.
It will definitely refuse.
Hmm.
So you want to pick enfeebled or superfied?
Enfeeble.
Gotcha. And then our pal here has champion's resistance.
Nice.
And he will take some persistent spirit damage as damage will go through. And I think Reynold is going to take no damage at all because of Glimpse of Redemption.
Oh,
Nice.
Thanks, Evadine.
Got your back too.
Right.
I'm going to roll the Zorn's recovery check. Okay, it does not take persistent damage anymore. But as we go to the next thing's turn, you're going to notice another cave worm kind of emerge. And this time you notice it is attacking the other cave worm.
Oh,
What is it with these denizens of the deep?
do I notice any difference between the two?
You can't see them, but you can hear them. So no.
Oh,
They're on the other side of the wall right now. So it's going to do some damage to it. And
am I clicking on the wrong link? Is it in the Fractured Veil 2?
yeah, that's the right link. Try pressing Control F5. It should refresh your cache or whatever.
Oh, there we go.
And yeah, from there, as it kind of goes in for a surprise attack, it's going to... You're going to see it using the same momentum as it attacked the worm. It's going to just leap. You see it literally leap. And it will attack this thing again, but this time this thing is off guard to this attack. That's going to hurt. It's going to do 28 points of damage to it. And you hear it as it jumps up, slams down onto this. It's cave worm brethren and puts in another big jaw attack into it. And that's going to be that thing's turn. Grimvac, do you want to reinsert yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
Reinsert.
It is your turn. What do you want to do? All right, that perception check. Make that perception check.
Did those bed of Betos kill that Zoran there?
No, you would have saw G kind of stab it and then run away. But the Betos are kind of just like standing over it, like menacingly.
I feel like we don't even have to worry about these little guys. They just want to steal. I can get behind that, you know.
Just want to steal. Yeah.
Guess I just gotta run over there. Check out what's going on. I got 25 feet, right?
Yep. Oh, I think you have 30 actually. Oh, you have 25.
I'm gonna target the Zorn there. Already reloaded. Do you have to overdrive every turn?
No.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, you definitely at this point would see the two cave worms, kind of like against each other. Obviously, you see one just barely more so, but the other one is in full plain view.
And is my acid damage being added?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, nice. I will strike.
13. Yeah, 32 total. Yeah, you hit.
Nice.
6 and a 1. Nice.
Can I do it again?
You may. You just gotta reload, but you're good.
Oh, right. I'll reload after. Sorry. Fuck that up.
But your second attack misses. And you just miss barely as a kind of, not really miss, but you kind of hit one of the harder spots of this rotund creature and reflects off. Vesper, it is your turn. What do you want to do? You just see the Betos kind of just standing over it. Weirdly.
Do they look pretty distracted by all of that?
At least right now, yeah, they seem pretty distracted. Just staring it down.
Here.
Fireball.
I mean,
Don't let me say it. Don't let me influence you. Do whatever you want.
yeah, let's go for a fireball.
Oh my god, I think this is the first fireball of the entire campaign. Let's see how it
Really?
goes.
First fireball?
Well, no one has fireballs, so yeah.
Oh, from our party.
Yes. You can make your spell check as well before you do anything, so you can just roll a d20 plus 16. You need to beat a 28 to keep your spell slot back.
I'm just gonna restart again. I'm having some issues.
Yeah, no worries. You lose your...
a hero point for that.
Yeah, sure, you can hero point it if you want. I don't care. You want to keep your fireball, I get it.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
28 on the mark. You get to keep your spell slot.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right. So, I imagine you can place the template, but I imagine you're just gonna hit both of them anyways. It doesn't particularly matter too much. But you can roll your damage, and they will make their saving throws. Oh, one of them's clumsy. A 19 and a natural 1.
Oh,
Shoot. All right. Well, this one is going to take double damage as it screeches and takes a ton of it. Oh, that one took more damage than it should have. But that one does take a significant amount of damage as well. Oh, it should have been halved. Oops. But yeah, these things are getting hurt and they don't like it at all. Cool. Cool. Right. Speaking of worm, this worm is next. It is going to roll a dice to see who it attacks. Okay. Can I have Evadine and Reynold pick a number between 1 and 4?
1.
3.
Okay. G will take 2. Alright, 1. The cave worm
Okay.
attacks you. And it
Okay.
is going to attack. And it's also going to grapple you at the same time. Which it fails. But it's going to do its damage towards you.
I'm gonna. I already used glimpse, right? So
Yeah, so you don't have a reaction.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to take some damage. From there, it is going to... swipe its body against the other worm. And miss. And then from there, it is going to... you're going to see it burrow. As it tries to run away. So... yeah. It just goes into the earth. But you're gonna feel it move over this way, yeah. Cool. Reynold, what do you want to do? As you
That's
see
a good worm, bad worm.
They're all bad, technically. You.
Reynold's gonna smack this one behind him.
Sure. That looks like a crit.
I got rolling well today.
Oh yeah, I think it's to make up for the 6 natural ones you had last time.
Yeah, that's true.
That's statistically improbable.
Yeah, quite improbable.
So I just roll 4d8
Yeah, just roll
and then
4d8.
plus 16.
Uh,
So I have a plus
no,
8
it's
modifier,
plus.
which
Just
is
you just do 2d8
plus
plus
8.
8. Do that
Okay.
first because it's multiplied after. Okay.
Oh wait, I fucked up.
We'll do the 8 and the 1 if you want.
Roll, dude.
All right,
yeah.
sure.
8
All right, 8 and the 1 plus 8. So what? 17 times 2, 34. And then it's gonna get hit by the crushing thing, so it's clumsy 1 and enfeebled 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and actually, you just straight up kill it. I just realized its bludgeoning weakness makes you just straight up kill it in 1 hit. As you hit this thing, how do you hit it?
Reynolds sort of just like puts his full weight into the shield bash and like pulps him against the cave wall.
Yeah, you're gonna notice as you kind of push him against the wall for a moment, his body kind of goes through it, and then he just stops moving as you kind of see blood kind of come out of his bottom part of his torso. Yeah. All right. What else do you want to do with your turn? 2 actions.
Stride
Okay.
and going to use one. I think I have something that gonna attack this thing once more.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you hit. Fighter moment.
Yeah. I love it. No, that's okay. We'll just take that.
Okay, you do 16 bludgeoning to this thing. Anything else from you?
I just tried, so that's all I have left of me.
Gotcha, gotcha. Beto-san is going to start his turn. In the corner of Ren and Vesper's eyes, you're gonna see him just disappear. And so will the rest of them. And we'll go to Ren's turn. Ren will ask if we should be worried about Beto-Beto-san and co.
I was just gonna bribe them in a minute here.
You're gonna bribe them?
Yeah, it seems like they want some gold, and I'm sure we can spare a little bit, a little pittance for them, you know. Gotta pay the troll toll, as they say.
Right. Yeah.
Those would be the Zorn, right?
Which one?
The ones that could be bribed by metal. Was that the intent?
The Zorn were the ones that were could have been bribed.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Forget
All right.
about
Ren is going to use his focus spell to cast Savor the Sting on the juvenile cave worm. What? Oh my god. Takes half damage. He's then going to cast Needle Darts for his last action. Oh my god. Whatever. Classic Ren. Alright, it's G's turn. G's gonna see...
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. G is going to walk on right here. And he is... Actually, hold on. No, he can walk right here. And he is going to strike. Oh wait, he needs to hunt prey first. Then he's going to strike. No. God damn it. Oh well. He's gonna get a sneak attack and all that jazz. I forgot he has debilitating strike. Yeah, you will definitely do that. This thing begins to bleed as it becomes enfeebled 1 as well. And takes a decent amount of damage as G pierces this thing. Evadine, it is your turn.
I am. So when this thorn was pushed against the rock, did it expose the juvenile worm hiding behind?
No, the juvenile worm clearly went below, not into.
Oh, not into
that.
this rock formation.
Yes.
Okay, I will shield advance here then.
Sure.
Work it.
$14 to hit. That is going to hit. Roll your damage. $19. Wow. Lots of martial abilities going on. You hit him. This worm, give it a new bleeding scar. You have one more action left. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna hit it again.
And that is definitely a miss. As
Okay.
your blade bounces off its rock-like skin.
Yeah, I'll save my hero point.
Sure.
Okay.
Speaking of which, this thing is going to attack you back, Evadine. And it is going to try to grab you.
It's very grabby.
Oh, it misses by 1 because you have raised your shield. God damn it.
Of course.
And is gonna go again. It's gonna go again. I think it's gonna miss. Okay. From there, I guess it's just going to yeah, it's gonna start to move. It's gonna take a move action. I'm just double checking something. All right. This thing will begin to burrow below. And it will move. Move away. And from there, I'm just going to roll 2 dice real quick. Okay. And from there, you hear and feel the cave worms beginning to squirm away. And that will be this combat encounter. Bum, bum, bum. And so we'll get 80 XP for that.
We did it, guys.
Nice.
Would we know they're
And I
just
didn't even know-
juveniles?
No. But, well,
Okay.
yes. They're not like full-size cave worms. I think full-size cave worms are double the size, or even triple, from what you would know. At least from what you could
At
hear.
least we didn't have, at least we didn't
Something,
have to give anyone
something
any
bigger
gem.
made these tunnels.
I think you're right.
Still want to fight that demon fortress, Reynold?
Of course I do, but we gotta get the fuck out of here right now.
So
Gotta rest. We've been traveling for how long now?
days.
You know, when you entered the Thunderspire Mountain, it was well past dusk. So, it's been a few hours.
I know, but haven't we been chasing them? Since,
Yes,
like,
you chased them for another 2. 2-3 hours.
Okay.
Ren will
Alright, well,
offer anyone who needs healing.
I'm good. I guess we should go reunite with Thumper then.
Indeed.
That
Vesper,
would be good.
as you head over to the body, what are you looking for? What do you do?
You know, I want to look and see, or I guess, what state it's in, and if I can tell how the Beto.
Sorry.
Tell a little bit more about the Beto now that I've seen it like kill something, I guess. Like what
Right.
exactly was it eating?
You're gonna notice the Zorn. This is what it looks like normally. You're going to see it. It became more malnourished all of a sudden. It lost its rotund figure. It's more closer to its bones, its skin, more closer to its bones, as if it lost fat, muscle, fat, all that jazz. And it looks like as if it was a skeleton, but with skin on, effectively. It's not a great sight. It might irk you a little bit, who knows? But the one thing you're kind of left with when you saw it disappear just for a moment, it did carry that big grin on its face. And you can make an occultism check for me if you wish. You know that Beto is a spirit, a shadow spirit, in fact. And the fact that they like to pry off of fear is something you kind of keep with you as you kind of traverse these underground tunnels. You might not be so lucky to, well, notice them trailing you next time. Who knows?
See. take note of this and try to sketch what the Zorn looks like after it's been drained.
Sure. Well, as you take your time to finish up that sketch, I would imagine Ren finishes up healing up the rest of them. With both the glow rod out and the torch, it's pretty well lit, but there are a multitude of new tunnels where to go.
How about this body?
What about it?
This one. Anything interesting in it?
No.
I'd like to collect metal. It must have metal inside. I mean, eat metal.
Oh, that's what you meant. G will make a survival check to kind of investigate it. As he kind of tries to cut the Zorn for parts, so to speak, trying to find its digestive tract or whatever. Nothing of the ordinary is really found it within it. G kind of comes to the conclusion that when they digest metal, they quite literally mean it. How they excrete it is a different story. To that, he does not have the answer for.
Thank God for that. I don't think I want to hear that story.
Right. Well, what's the plan?
The way back is the tunnel with blood. The way back to Thumper.
Back to Thumper.
All right. How about this? Have a group survival check for me.
Group survival check.
I'll roll for doneness.
Survival.
Roll for
We're underground terrain.
yes,
expertise
yes,
applies.
you do get that. Yes. Lucky us. Lucky us. Yeah, quite literally. Okay. You do notice that the way back is this way.
Thanks.
And from there, you can give me your marching order and continue on. I think G will probably go first, though.
I'll stick to the back.
Yeah, I'll take mid.
Reynold will lead well, I imagine G's gonna scout ahead sort of.
It's
And
like
Reynold will be
shortly,
behind him.
loosely.
Yeah, shortly ahead.
Yeah. So
Taking point.
yeah, he'll take like 10 feet in front. So we'll have. Yeah, this helps, guys. Yeah, this helps. All right, line yourselves up behind Reynolds, so to speak.
Yeah.
You can have a buddy next to you if you want.
I'll take mid.
Okay,
Maximize the coverage.
sure. There you go. How about that? Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. Just move your token appropriately as G moves as well. So make strides as if you were just making one stride, so to speak, as well.
Like,
Or move your
my
character
full
as if you were
movement
striding. One
Okay.
per turn. All right.
like one cell.
No, like move up to your
Like that?
speed, basically.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
yes, here.
All right. Cool. Make me a perception check, everyone. You can make this public. She will do that as well.
Nice. 2 crits.
2 crits. Yeah, crit failure and a crit success. Yeah, let's go.
Crit successes.
Maybe. Let me roll for Ren. You are all gonna notice, except for Krimbeck. Just over to this side of the wall, you can hear literally the munching of stone. Quite literally, the munching of it. Like, imagine if you're trying to take a bite into a jawbreaker. Like
that guy from the Neverending Story who would eat rocks.
that doesn't sound cool or fun
Rock
for your
gobbler.
teeth.
Oh.
But yeah, you can hear it. They don't seem to have noticed you at all. But you can hear it. It's coming from right over here. They're munching hard too. But G continues on, and he gives you the directive that it's safe to go. At this point, you can move your characters, and I ask you to give me a stealth check. This one I ask to be private or secret.
Anyone an expert? Can I follow the expert?
Yeah, G is an expert. I think
I'm a
Krimbeck's an.
master at stealth.
Yeah, there you can follow either or.
Perfect.
If you want to declare any other exploration activities, now is the time.
Defending.
Detect magic?
Sure. She will be tracking. Krimbeck can do whatever he wishes.
Follow expert.
He's searching.
Oh, it's not there.
Okay. Did you roll yet? For your stealth check?
I can't find the
Yeah.
follow the expert action macro.
I will give it to you. It's in the
Everyone
exploration.
does a stealth check?
Yes, it's in the exploration tab of basic action macro. By the way, that's why.
Oh, okay. That's huge.
Stealth. Steal. Nope.
Master.
Where did that go? Stealth.
Nice.
I guess I'm not stealthy. I only have defend in my action exploration tab.
Oh, are you just trying to stealth? You're trying to avoid notice. That's what you're trying to do.
Oh, you told us. Maybe I misunderstood. You were asking us to do a.
Yeah, make a stealth check. So
stealth?
you can either choose to follow Krimbeck if you want to be better at it, or you can.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
want to do the better one.
Cool. All right. Then go to your basic action macro, and then go to the exploration tab and press follow the expert, and click on,
Found it.
and then put in stealth in there. Then you should be good.
Expert, master, or legendary?
Master.
Master. Okay.
All right, and then you can roll your stealth check.
Where is the stealth?
And your proficiencies.
It's on my character
Yes.
exploration tab? Okay.
Yeah,
okay, got it.
proficiencies. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was just to set it up so it shows up.
Yes.
I see avoid notice now, so I guess
Mhm.
that's the one.
No, you don't need to worry about that. You can just go to your proficiencies and click stealth.
Okay, got it. Roll. I knew it. I really wasn't stealthy.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
After all that,
You're good. You're good.
I haven't played armor, so
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay. At this point, G is going to move again. And you can follow him. Move your character as you wish.
clank.
Oh, yeah. And as you pass by this tunnel, you're going to hear it echo over yonder that something is actively making a tunnel, it seems. but you're not too sure. And it doesn't
Stay
seem to
away
have
from that.
doesn't seem to have bothered with you all, or it doesn't seem to be making its way to you all either. And from there,
Making tunnels this big.
yeah. And from there, you are lucky enough to have succeeded in your victory points to not have broken your stealth. Congrats. And I will move you over to this, hopefully. I'm just gonna move this a little bit so you have some vision. But you're making your way back through the tunnels. And you will move 500 feet. And I think you guys can travel a fair bit. You do 250 feet a minute. So 2 minutes later, you make your way back towards the entrance of the road here, where the side tunnel connects. Normally, you could hear Thumper. He's not exactly quiet that well, but he does have that slight
Got a hissing noise.
hissing, maybe clockwork, whatever it may be. But you don't seem to notice it, so I'm going to ask you all to make a perception check for me. Secret, of course.
Secret. So secretive.
Okay.
I feel like I rolled the highest.
I can tell you rolled the second highest. How about that?
Ah, nice one.
Moment, actually, as I need to look at something. As you approach and take a listen in to the lack of Thumper's sounds, you can hear some voices speak, echo. It's not exactly... Can't exactly pinpoint where it is, but they're loud enough that it echoes and you can hear it and it makes its way through the tunnel. Those that can speak Dwarvish can understand. So if I can get some raised hands on those who can speak Dwarf.
Ooh, me.
Wow!
Me.
Nice.
I can also speak Dwarven.
Perfect.
I can. Wow, I can. Can
We
too.
got a lot of people who can speak Dwarf. Who would have thought?
Looks like you're not so special, Reynold.
5 people. 5 people. It's the second most common amongst us. After common.
That's crazy. But you can hear multiple male voices speaking Dwarvish, and it's kind of incoherent. But as a group, they're talking. But you can hear them, kind of say, "Oh, what is this thing? You think we should break it apart and take it back? Might be good to use metal." Doesn't seem
Reynold
to.
starts,
Yeah.
Reynold starts laughing if he hears this. Big jolly laugh.
From there, the voices go silent. You can hear the movement of metal clearly, clanking. And he says, you hear a voice in Dwarf-ish. Who goes there?
Reynold's gonna say, "Hi, it's me, Reynold Silverveins."
Who?
First, I'm the first captain of the Hammerfast Council Guard. Pretty famous dwarf.
Hammerfast. Right. why don't you come out from wherever you're hiding and show yourself? You got nowhere to go.
Oh, I'm not scared of you lot. Reynold will show himself.
Just you?
He's
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
It's fine, Reynold. It's kind of happened last time, so he's kind of getting used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
He was talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, he had my back. I got his back.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Let's
I'll
go.
emerge
Raise my
as well, then.
shield.
I didn't know we were fighting. I thought we were being diplomatic, so I figured it'd be better if I didn't make an appearance, but them's the breaks.
We're probably being diplomatic.
Okay, well, yeah. I'll be in the back in case we're not.
All right, so Evadine and Reynold, you make yourselves shown. You show yourselves. Wow, English. And as you kind of walk out of the tunnel into the main tunnel, I suppose is the right word here. To your left and right, you can see about half a dozen dwarves total. To the left, to the right. The one that spoke to you is on the right side. And you can see this type of sight, so to speak. Not everything is accurate, but you can see what type of dwarf they are.
Uh-oh.
And you see a Dwegar,
Uh-oh.
a group of Dwegars.
Are they
Nice.
like your relatives, Reynold?
I'm not related to these dwarves.
That's funny. What is that supposed to mean, Reynold Silverveins?
What, you here to strip that bucket of bolts for parts?
Well, it definitely caught our attention. And if it's property of yours, well, I'm sure it's worth something.
Not quite mine, but I won't let you take it. If that's what you're saying.
Right. Who's this companion of yours? Your girlfriend?
Evadine thumps her shield down to the ground, kind of like Romans doing testudo.
Okay. Make a...
Even though I'm just one shield.
Yeah. You can make an intimidation check if you wish, or diplomacy if that's what you intended it to be.
Okay, that's a proficiency, right?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Proficiency. Oh, they're both the same. Okay, let's go diplomacy.
28.
Oh yeah.
As you do your
I'm
shield
diplomatic.
bashing, they kind of change their demeanor. Oh, I see. My apologies. Did not mean to impose on your honor. They kind of seem to straighten themselves out after Evany kind of shows a stand of... Sorry, I'm just going to say the words the kids say. She just shows her aura at this point, literally. And you're just going to hear, okay, look. That little thing we just had, we don't mean you any harm. We're just making our way back to the Seven-Pillared Hall. We just came back from, or headed from, the Silver Shield Hold? Yeah. Whatever that place is. We're
I
from
surmised
the...
as much.
We're from the Deep Gem Company.
What are a bunch of Dwegar doing in a dwarven town?
Do you say this from the cave in the back? Or do you
No,
reveal
I'm
yourself?
up front now.
Okay. A rat!
That's right. Got a problem with that?
Looks at Everdeen, looks at Reynolds. No.
Well, happy to hear it. A lot of folks from the underground sea do not like rats, but glad to see you Dweger are decent folk.
They all kind of look at each other and laugh. You kind of interpret this as they're laughing at you rather than whatever.
I'm gonna scowl at them. Yeah.
Well, is there anyone else back there that we need to be made aware about? We almost, I guess we almost got ourselves killed.
Yeah, you almost did.
Well, I guess at that Vesper will also sheepishly come out.
I guess Ren would as well. And G probably stays a little back, knowing him. This is quite a party. A human with a dwarf. Person from the Shadowfell. A drow. And a rat.
You didn't answer my question though. What are a bunch of Dweger like you doing above the surface? Said working for a mercenary company? I didn't know most mercs would take on a couple of, well, I don't want to say the word in polite company.
Well, rat, it seems you've never been... Sorry. What's your name? I don't want to just call you Rat.
Oh, that's quite alright. It's Krimvek.
Krimbeck the rat. I'm sure, or at least it seems, you've never been to the Seven-Pillared Hall before.
You are correct.
Well, in that case, let me educate you on that.
By all means.
The Seven-Pillared Hall is almost like an outpost, and all the roads here underneath the Thunderspire Mountain, minus the part where you go to the Underdark, and the mines, of course, lead to the Seven-Pillared Hall. This outpost where trade, a neutral zone, kind of exists. And as miners and workers for the Deep Gem Company, who also happen to be kind of the proprietors, or a large chunk of our buyers at the Silver Shield Hold, we make it as part of our job to go there, sell our wares, and also sell our wares at the Seven-Pillared Hall.
Ah, so you're not so much mercenaries as much as you are merchants.
Well, we can put up a fight. Any dwarf can.
Say we just, because I'm doing a quick count here, and maybe my math's off, but there are, what, 6 of us? Or 5? Is there 5 or 6?
6. There's 6 of you.
And there's 2 of you, so you'd have to kill, each one of you would have to kill 3 of us, and I imagine you being merchants, you might have some delicious stuff in your hold.
But is that
So
something you
maybe-
want to do?
No, we're just speaking hypothetically, I guess.
Hypothetically, yes.
But I'm glad we're keeping things civil.
We wouldn't want rumors to be spread about, well, your company and ours.
Certainly not.
We're somewhat civil, unlike some of the other creatures that roam these halls. From disgusting Zolgaths to goblins, hobgoblins.
Filthy hobgoblins, and I'm gonna spit.
I see. And other things that are hidden within here. I believe there was something called Cuthix. I think is the
Is
word.
that a new type of gemstone I haven't heard of?
No, they're not a gemstone. They're worse. They're a hive mind of creatures that roam these halls and deeper beyond, leaving they've been becoming quite a nuisance recently.
Like lithids? Or are they parasites?
They're not those mind flayers or lithids you speak of, but they're more animalistic in nature.
How big are they?
Oh, they range in size from your size to Evadine's size and even bigger. Hundreds of them come out of nowhere, and you wouldn't want to be stuck between them.
Appreciate the heads up. We'll keep an eye out, right, gang? And I guess in return, might not want to go down these caves. We just encountered a bunch of worms and some shadow monsters and some greedy little, I don't even know what to call 'em.
Well, we're not too worried about that. We're heading back to Seven-Pillared Hall. How about yourselves? Where are you headed to?
Oh, we're just kind of roaming around. Isn't that right, folks?
Yeah,
Right.
just exploring.
Well,
We're here to map the area.
right. Mapping the
Would-
Underdark and
Would I know
adjacent.
about the seven-pillared hall in the sessions that I missed?
No. I mean, you
I
would
would
know
have
it's just a place that a Solara knew about, but nothing else.
Okay.
Oh man, I think we could use a rest. Where's the pillared hall from here?
Well, and let me calculate that. It's a few kilometers away if you follow the path. But,
Which path?
the main tunnel.
Right. Which one's that?
Is this also your first time in the Thunderspire Mountain?
It might be, yeah. What of it?
Nothing.
This guy's so nosy, isn't he?
Nothing.
I'll say.
So, as I kind of look at your party here, I take it, if it's not the human, it's not the drow, it's either the rat, sorry, Krimvek the rat, or kind of points at you, Vesper, you that owns, and he points at Thumper.
Well, if you're looking for the inventor of this beautiful magnum opus of steel and steam, that would be me.
I see.
You admiring my handiwork? It's quite nice, isn't it?
Well, I wasn't taking that into account. I was more so thinking how I could break it apart from materials. But if it's yours,
I'm gonna kind of
Reynolds
squint
starts
down.
giggling again.
What's so funny, Reynolds? You've been
Oh,
like
The thought of
full
them,
of giggles today.
the thought of them pulling apart that rickety bag of bolts is quite humorous.
Oh, you find that funny, do you?
A little bit.
Well, how would you like it if I don't know, waited till you fell asleep and took something of yours, such as, I don't know, your shield? And
I-
maybe I melt that down and add it to Thumper's chassis.
Well, you and Thumper had better start running because when I wake up, I'm gonna strangle the life out of you if you ever touch the Silver Vein shield, alright? I never want your hands touching this thing. Understood?
Bristol.
Well, us will take our leave, me and my party. I'm sure you'll get to the seven-pillared hall just fine.
You don't want to travel with us?
I'm sure you would prefer not to hang around with us. And I'm sure you would never get lost, even with us. With or without us.
Don't have to twist my arm. Enjoy the road, fellas.
Yes, enjoy the road as they all take their leave and march forward.
What an interesting couple of characters, huh?
Yeah, they were very helpful.
The good thing we came back. Your magnum opus was about to become spare parts.
Good point.
You are gonna notice that Thumper is deactivated right now.
Oh, he's removing all. Thumper, what's going on, buddy? I'm gonna go inspect him.
As you go to inspect him, just you touching him immediately turns him back on, and you see the hissing, the steam, maybe the clockwork within him start to churn, and he is reactivated.
Oh, there he is. Good old Thumper. Did you miss me, pal?
Reynolds sort of like imperceptibly flinches when it powers up.
Thumper, responds to your remarks from Vec, and looks at you and waits your commands.
There's a little shake of the head. Classic Thumper. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna climb on top of Thumper. Well, where to now, folks? Should we get out of this hellhole before the worms make us into meals?
I'd agree, but would you be able to tell if Thumper was modified in any way while we
What's
were
that supposed
away?
to mean? Did you?
Well, those dwarves were with Thumper for a long while, was it? While Thumper was vulnerable or turned off.
You know what? That's actually a great point. I should do a quick pit stop before we head out. Can I do like a crafting check on Thumper?
Sure, you can spend 10 minutes doing that.
Right, well, if we're stopping to fix things, Reynolds will start working on his shield.
Me too.
At this
And
point,
make potions.
you wish. At this point, what about you, Vesper? What do you want to do? They kind of take their time.
She's just going to observe Kermic's work with Thumper, actually. This is her first experience with something like that.
Okay.
Wasn't you, Mutun? I rolled a crit.
Oh, yeah. To repair, I think you damage it if you get a natural one.
And then, I'll use my hero point then.
Sure. Go ahead. I'll say before I move on to the little thing here, G will kind of scout ahead and see what's going on. I'll leave you guys to this.
I was trying to remove a hero point, but when I clicked it, that actually added one.
Just right click it.
Right click is the way. Okay, Thank you.
Right. So as you kind of, everyone, actually, I should resolve how much you repair for your shields. What level is your shields? It should be your level, give or take. Evadine. Okay. Evadine, what did you roll? 30? Okay,
30, yeah.
you succeed, and you get to add 5 25 HP
Okay, so it
back to your
maxes
shield.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And Reynold, you have the crafter's eyepiece, right?
Yeah.
Then what was your crafting check? 37?
37.
Right, I forgot. All right, there's a crit success then.
Okay.
So you can
That'll be like
sort
full.
it. Yeah, it should be 55, I think, total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's full.
Cool. All right, Krimvek, make a crafting check for me if you already haven't.
I think I did.
Oh, you did. Perfect. Okay, you're good. Don't worry.
Well,
So as you spend the next 10 minutes inspecting your your greatest creation.
mhm.
At least to you, it seems he's been unmodified.
That's good enough for me.
But as you open it up, you look at the core, the clockwork, all the stuff here. Those that are watching, especially for you, Vesper, this is a first for you. This is definitely something almost like it's out of its time. That's what you would notice, Vesper. Even though you're acquainted with magic and the things it can do, it's unique and maybe gives you some insight as to how brilliant Krimvek is.
Check out this piece here. I call it a gizmo. It makes a spinning sound. Isn't that fun?
Yes, what does the spinning sound do?
I'm not quite sure yet, but it seems to work well with the rest of the hum of the robots. So it's a good piece.
Oh, so like some sort of auditory effect to power it up, maybe?
It's best we not ask these kind of questions.
It doesn't make sense.
I think it'll make sense eventually.
As you two kind of look at every nook and cranny of Thumper, eventually the other two finish repairing their shields, and G comes back with the information of how the road ahead is. He does remind you all that Solara does have Arthur and Camelot and the wagon as well, and that's an entire debacle, as that we did leave her and the horses with the kobolds, as he would say. That being said, he would have told you that it's obvious that the Duegar took a left at that crossroads where we were initially, coming from the path. Or I guess a right, technically, if we're going from that little place where the kobolds were. But
They're heading for where our wagon is?
no, he would say where we came from to get here, it would be a right, a hard right. Instead, we went straight, and this is where it led us to where we are standing. To them, they clearly went the other way, not where we came from originally.
Oh, you mean they came from where our wagons were?
No, maybe I'm making it too confusing.
Okay.
But he'll just say, let me just explain when we get there, is what he'll say.
Okay.
And when he asks, when you're all ready, we can depart. But Ren, you'll clearly see Ren praying, devoting, in concentration. But the moment he, or G kind of just says he's ready to depart, Ren gets up and finishes prayer.
All right,
Right.
you guys ready to hit the light? Fantastic.
Yeah.
From there, let's just get a group survival check one more time. Woohoo!
Let's go.
As long as 2 of you don't crit fail, you're good.
Oh, that should have a +1.
Yeah.
Be a 32.
Aha! All right, we're good. So, you lot will travel 1 minute. What the heck?
250 meters.
Yeah, then 2 minutes, and about, let's just say 3 minutes. 3 minutes walking. You make your way to that crossroads he was talking about. I'm just gonna move the token a little bit so you kind of get the idea. But he's gonna say the dwarves clearly went that way, or the Dwegar. He kind of looks at Reynolds. They went that way. Oh, I have to move it. Yeah. And we came from that way.
Those trustworthy characters, eh?
She will again remind you of the wagon and Solara. We have to probably retrieve them first.
Let's go grab them first. I hadn't thought about them for some time.
That's true. But G will say he doesn't know what's ahead, but it's clear that they did go, or the path that the Dwegar take, but he doesn't know where it leads to, but they obviously know how to get back to the 7-pillared hall. But he'll just say, if we just gotta head back, and maybe if we want, we can rest at the kobold's place, or we can make our way back to the 7-pillared hall. It's up to you guys.
We've already done our rest. I got to show Vesper a little bit of the engine. I think we can continue on.
Yeah, I
Continue
think
to the 7-pillared hall, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down
No
for it.
worries.
That's
Do
where
your
we'll
best.
rest, I guess.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well,
Been looking to get back to town, you know? I mean, I love K's, but nothing beats stealing from town folk.
okay.
We
Good
were
to
gonna
know.
lay siege, gonna come back and lay siege to that fortress, right?
Yeah,
Like that.
Yeah.
But
gotta petition the Lord, the thunders of the 7-pillared hall.
all right, you'll make your way back to where Solara and the wagon is. You're definitely gonna see Solara and the kobolds all kind of communicating with each other in harmony. They're clearly reformed. Solara's, welcomes you all back, but she kind of complains about how hard it was to get a wagon and 2 horses up a very thin 10-foot staircase and narrow passageway.
Did you have to walk up a staircase with horses? We just got back from killing unmentionable evil. Isn't that right, gang?
Yeah, we
No, I
We
thought it was
fought
quite
off.
mentionable.
shadows wearing weird slippers.
Took on kobolds and whatnot. Lot
Not
of
to
different
mention a
stuff.
fortress. We're gonna go
No.
back and lay siege to.
Solara's just gonna be shocked. But she's gonna just say to you all, I think we've been all day traveling. Are we gonna camp here, or are we gonna go to the 7-pillared hall like we kind of initially sort of planned to loosely?
Is anyone tired?
Well, we gotta replenish our spells.
Oh yeah, I guess the spell weavers need to take a break. Fine, we'll take a break.
Ren would definitely make it known that he would like to sleep.
All right, I'll take the first watch then.
Okay.
How can I craft potions?
No, I'm sorry.
Still no.
No, it's a downtime activity. You can't do it unless you were an
Okay.
alchemist. That's a different story.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Vesper will look over the area and say, well, I wonder if I could build a cabin here for you guys for a proper rest.
A cabin? How long do you think we have? We're not staying here for a week.
At least a minute.
Just a minute. Wow.
Like to see
That's
that trick?
I'd like to
Yeah.
see that. Compare it to my tent.
I was just gonna dig a hole in the ground. That sounds a little bit better, I guess.
You can dig it inside the cabin.
True. Good point, MD.
Hmm.
Is there enough room to cast Cozy Cabin in this place?
yes, there is. I'll just move you back to that map we were on originally, actually, and we can quote unquote draw a thing if I can find the map, because apparently I can't find it. Here it is. But yeah, I will move these guys. But yeah, you guys will find yourselves here. You can see this little big open area is pretty, yeah, there's adequate room for sure.
Gloria.
But it's 20 by 20, right?
20 by 20 and 10 feet high.
Okay. Let me... Yeah, good enough. So yeah, you cast your Cozy Cabin. And then that would appear basically right here in the little pink.
Just like materialize.
Yes, you see a... Well, I'll let Vesper describe it. How she does this.
Yeah, it's a quaint little cottage. It has flowers by the windowsills, and looks like it's lit from inside.
Okay, swell. I'm impressed. How'd you figure out how to do that?
Well, with enough study, you can do practically anything, I've learned.
Oh, you seek the knowledge of the ancients as well. We'll talk later.
Alright. As this cozy cabin, as it would imply, apparates with Vesper's magic and mastery over it. It is quite cozy, and you can sleep in it if you wish. You will notice that the kobolds will congregate in their own little sleeping area, but yeah. However you wish to do it, it's up to you all. But before you all go rest in for the night, you are free to talk to each other if you wish.
Guys, better watch out. Reynold doesn't want anyone touching his shield.
Right. I'm very protective of this thing. As
Why is
Reynolds. It was my father's shield, and his father's father's shield, and his father's 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 shield. Alright. It's been passed down. The Silver Vein mines.
You already got a little silver vein at home?
Can't say I do. I'd sure like to pass down the family name and the family shield, but have yet to find. Anyone can insight this. I've yet to find a dwarf lass to my liking.
I'll insight it.
Make a perception. It's a person check. It's a perception check.
Right. We're not in 5e.
Yeah, make it a secret, of course. and I'll tell you what you need to know.
I'm gonna say, sure, Reynold, you're single because of choice. Wink, wink.
Wait, you can see that result, right?
No, I can't.
It's question marks for
Okay.
me.
Reynold, I will send you a screenshot, and
Alright.
you can act on the information as you wish.
Okay. As you say that, Reynolds sort of like almost blushes, and it's very obvious that he's lying.
Did you say
Oh,
he's
so-
lying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe there is someone he fancies.
I don't
Come
want to
on.
talk about it. All right.
Come on, spill your guts.
No.
Yeah, what
going
type
to
of dwarf
bed.
lady is your type?
Do you like the bearded ones? Is that like?
Of course I
custom?
do. But
Nice,
but
nice.
no, it's a specific dwarf lady. All right, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
From
she must be quite the woman
Hammerfast?
to have captured your heart.
Aye, she sure is. He kinda
Should we
says
be going to
longingly.
Hammerfast instead of the seven halls place? Is
No.
that where she is?
I don't want to talk about it. But yes, that is where she is. But no, we have to keep Hammerfast safe. Alright. The trade road is compromised. There's demons in the mountains. God, there's a lich
Duty
not
comes
even.
first. Like she wouldn't even like him if he was the type of guy to just like abandon his quest and go off to God knows where to go drink at a bar and hit on ladies. Am I right? We've got work to do, fellas.
Yeah, Ren will kind of walk past you guys and kind of just give Reynold the good old pat on the back, and he'll kind of retreat.
Alright.
I'm gonna start like, is it like a cabin, Vesper? Like, what's the floor made of? I ask.
It's made of wood, where
Okay.
it feels like there's stone underneath.
I'm gonna start ripping out the floorboards, if that's okay, and then start trying to mine the stone underneath. Hope you don't mind. I'm gonna do a bit of redecorating.
God.
Don't think I've ever seen anyone do something like that.
Well, you know, it's more comfortable for us rat folk. I'm sure these cabins are nice for Drow and human and even dwarfs. Even Reynold there, he looks comfy. So, but for me, I prefer dirt. You know, just dirt all around.
You're going to see Ren come back, and he's going to say, "Ah, right. We didn't eat yet, right? Or none of you ate yet?"
I found some like bugs in the walls earlier. I've eaten.
Okay, well, I'm going to go around, and you can tell me what you want to eat, and I will make it happen.
What do you mean? You're gonna conjure it up or something? I don't want that food disappearing in my stomach halfway through the night.
It's not going to disappear. All right, we'll start with you, Reynold. What do you want?
Anything
Yes,
I would
Evadine?
like. Oh, go ahead, Evadine. Sorry.
who's that? If it was me, I like anything with pasta.
Okay, pasta. Sure.
Mhm.
Krimbeck?
I would like raw fish, please.
Okay, sure. Reynold?
I'll have some haggis and
What?
mashed potatoes. Haggis. You never heard of it?
No. I'm an elf. I mean, I'm a human, remember?
Well, I'm pretty sure some of the humans have this. At least in Hammerfast they do.
What's
It's,
haggis, Reynold?
Haggis?
Right, haggis. It's like a sheep stomach with heart, liver, other organs all minced up with some onions, spices, oatmeal, the works.
Organs? That's gross, I say as I bite into my raw fish.
Okay, I don't know what that is, Reynold, but I'll do my best to conjure it with my imagination. Based off of the description you told me.
Right, well, good enough, I guess.
Vesper?
I'll have some rabbit with mushrooms.
Okay. We'll get whatever Solora wants, and he'll just make himself you're just gonna see like a red dish for Ren as he casts a spell, and you see the food kind of apparate in front of you and is conjured there. It smells like it sounds like it and all the sort, but as he casts this spell, as you go in for a bite, it tastes bland.
Damn it, you forgot to add flavor.
You can do that yourself, right? Like, you got some salt, right?
This tastes nothing like haggis.
I'm sorry I let you down.
The pasta
Oh, I
tastes
used
like
to-
pasta, though. So.
Okay,
I'll
well,
give you that, Bren.
At least you can do something right, Ren.
as you're all kind of eating amongst each other and kind of having these chats, can I get Vesper and Reynold to roll a d20 for me?
Hey. Roll d20.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
5.
Right. So as you kind of eat amongst each other and talk in your cozy cabin, eventually some questions come up. You guys are being casual. You haven't had a chance to kind of relax in a while. It's been a pretty hard few days if you think about it.
Right.
From fighting demons and fighting a lich randomly in an underground city, Necropolis really, and the Necropolis and Duch sewer, to chasing bandits on the road and going into a goose chase and potentially dying or being on the verge of death multiple times for some of you. For a moment,
This all happened overnight?
no, this is the last week.
Oh, the last week. Okay.
Yeah. Eventually, you take a moment, and this topic comes up. What your dream life would be, maybe when you retire from adventuring, or maybe if you just could stop adventuring or whatever. Now, what would your dream life be? That kind of comes up, and Reynold, this based off of the recent conversation, you kind of take a moment to think about it. Maybe you let something slip.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I suppose my dream life would be, well, I'm already captain of the guard. Always wanted to be the captain. Pretty pleased with that. But after that, I guess, like to retire to the mountain district. I'm a fast. Maybe settle down with this undisclosed woman. As he glares at everyone in the cabin. Who knows?
Well, what would you even do in the mountain all day?
Forge. What would any dwarf do?
Fair enough. What about being captain of the guard? Seems a bit dull compared to adventuring.
Oh, it's real rewarding work. Don't you doubt it.
Just the
What?
inner satisfaction and honor you get with serving for your city, I guess. Is it because your dad wanted you to do it?
Man. Well, not. I guess maybe a little bit, but I take pride in leading the guard. No council members have ever been harmed on my watch.
Wait, you already lead the guard?
Yeah, no, like he already does, but he's
Oh,
just,
okay. My bad then.
he's been sent away though, sort of, in a way.
As for me, I guess I never really considered retirement. I always figured I'd go out in a blaze of glory. Probably an explosion of some kind.
Oh, don't doubt that.
What are you making explode in that place of glory?
Well, in my dreams, I'm surrounded on all sides by hordes of the undead, and I rigged Thumper with enough explosives to send me, him, and all those zombies to hell. And then I wake up.
Oh, right, because it is a dream.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Most of my ambitions, I guess, have been to seek power, to seek the knowledge of the ancients.
I wonder, Vesper, if you can draw these dreams.
I wouldn't read too much into them. I do just like to blow shit up.
Yeah, I was thinking more like Reynolds. Reynolds doesn't have to name it, but we get a good picture of what his lady love looks like.
You want to use magic to define what Reynolds' crush looks like? Hey, I'm down. Vesper, is that something you can do?
That's a good question. She starts fishing around in her spellbook.
Vesper, hold him down.
We're not doing this! Reynolds scrambles to his feet. Is Thumper in the cabin? There's no way.
There's no way he fits. There's no way.
Okay, never mind. Thumper's gonna stand guard outside. Alright, he's just gonna peek his head in the window, looking a bit sad that he can't follow my commands, but... Ren, you help me hold him down.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Vesper, you say you can do it, or?
Can I recall knowledge to see if I know a spell that could do that?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
I think Evadine's just talking out of her ass, but you know, if there's the possibility.
I was thinking we could inscribe it on his armor or shield.
And what would it do again? What type of spell? Like Krimbeck or whoever?
Evadine?
I just give Reynold a picture he can keep in his back pocket or something.
think,
to
I
get
think he
his head
knows.
up
I
when
think he
things
knows
are
what she
looking
looks
down.
like. We just need to find someone who can draw really well. But it won't matter anyways, because Reynold doesn't want to share, so we gotta respect that, you know.
Well spoken, Grimbeck. I apologize, Reynold.
That's alright. I get you curious, but maybe I'll introduce you when we do actually go to Hammerfest. If we go anytime soon.
That's the spirit.
I'll wingman you. Trust me.
You'll,
With
you'll
me
do
at your
nothing of the
side.
sort.
What's that?
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Right. Wink.
As you know, that says, Reynolds says that you think of a spell that allows you to communicate with them and maybe talk to them, but you could maybe, if you had more accurate descriptions of it, you could make something similar come out to be the same likeness with your magic, but nothing as a painting or anything like that, at least from the top of your head.
Yes, nothing quite from the top of my head, but I'll definitely look into it if you need a picture of your lady love to inspire you.
Perhaps. Maybe another time, though. Perhaps after I talk to her. We'll see.
It'd be pretty creepy if you like approached her with a picture of her on her shield. His shield.
Right. So we're not gonna do that then.
No, of course not.
Well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn in fellow adventurers. Thumper will stay on guard. Wake me when it's my turn.
Okay, I'll take first watch then.
All right. Well, from here, you all can take a rest for the night, if nothing else is needed to be said. In this
Rest. Okay. Rest for the night.
Alrighty. Welcome, Pug. That's awkward.
Well,
Over? Oh,
Yeah. No, we're not over, but they just finished our peeing. So sad.
Yeah, you missed the reveal.
Someone fill him in. He didn't miss anything. He was right there. But yeah. Right. So, the next day rolls around. You are all at, the keep where the kobolds are.
Oh, hold on. I'm just close the door.
And I'll say it's about 6:30 a.m. when you guys wake up. Or about time to stop watch and all that jazz for everyone to get up. You have about an hour to do your preparations you need for the day, so you guys can do that now. But,
Did I hear preparation? Like potions? I just got back.
no.
Oh,
You can do your daily preps on your character sheet, if you have any. It's the little T icon. Remember, you don't...
Is this where I can change my chosen beats or stuff?
No,
Not yet.
no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, you'll just let me know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I haven't figured out what to change yet, anyways.
That's fair. Let me get Ren to rest here. And after your hour of doing whatever you need to be, or if you have the time to do whatever you'd like to do, you all convene again. Obviously, you all kind of slept in the cozy cabin conjured by Vesper, but maybe you're out on the walls of the keep looking out, or just making breakfast, whatever it may be. A new day rolls around, and eventually the question comes as, what is the plan?
We were gonna head to the Seven Hall place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it work? Does Solara and Thumper and horses get to come?
Oh yeah. It's just more a matter of how you guys get there. But I am reminded that people are still infected with a disease, so I need people to roll that for me, actually. So I need Evadine, G, and
Okay.
Reynold to make this check for me.
Do I get any
Have this.
bonuses?
Any
Probably
bonuses?
treat
Yeah,
disease.
you have the treat disease bonus on you, yeah.
Or I meant like no regalia.
No regalia.
Oh,
I have like 5 things slashed.
that's big.
I see. Alright.
The only roll we need.
Yeah,
I can
Evadine.
go. I can leave now. Mic drop. Nat 20. I gotta go.
You're good. Alright, Ghoul Fever is freed from my 2 marshals. Evadine, if you want to re-roll it, this is your only chance.
Okay, I'll re-roll it. You gonna bring up the button again?
No, you can just right-click your chat card of your roll and re-roll with a hero point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Re-roll and keep the higher result.
Higher! Oh my god.
Success.
You actually... well, fortunately enough, that was actually your highest... Well, wow. Okay, never mind. You were just very lucky, too. Congrats.
Well done.
That's crazy. Alright, you were
And
free
I
from Ghoul
removed my
Fever.
hero point. Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Well, let us move back over to this map. I am going to kind of move your token and show you where you guys have been. So...
What does that critical success mean? We're not diseased anymore?
yes, you are free from disease, all 3 of you.
Nice.
All right. So you guys are right here. You came from this path, the main road. You did also explore the path over here, and you all know about that, I'm pretty sure. So you have 2 ways of getting to the 7-pillar hall, if that is still the plan. What do you guys want to do?
2 ways. You said the main road, right?
Yeah, there's the main road, and then the other road where you saw the Dwegar go. But you don't exactly know the way there.
They said the main road, but they could be dicks. I say we follow those bastards.
Yeah, works
Are
for
they
me.
going where we're trying to go?
That's what they said, at least.
Worst case scenario, we can always rob them.
All right. Well,
Do I really want to track these tracks after that last sentence?
They threaten Thumper. It's okay.
Well, I mean, I guess if I can track the Duergar's tracks so we can follow them, they supposedly were going more.
yeah,
I can
That's the
try.
plan.
that's doable. Yeah. Okay.
So just what, survival?
Yes, survival, and then you get your hunted prey bonus.
Oh. Are you kidding me?
You have 1 hero point.
Big.
Yeah, okay. You know where to go. All right.
Assuming they went where we're trying to go.
So you're just going to follow their tracks, basically.
Yeah, probably just normal speed. I don't see the point of... Not normal speed, I guess it would be half speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I'm just gonna roll some dice. This doesn't matter too much. Okay. Okay, so as you make your way and follow the tracks, about a minute into the walk, you go over this massive bridge. Below you, you can see what seems to be a ruined city. To your left and right, this... Actually, I gotta double check, because I think I have some walls. Yeah, I do. Alright. Which ones are the ones with dark vision again?
I do.
Reynold has greater.
Me too.
Me too.
Greater game.
Just
Yeah.
down here.
What does greater dark vision even do compared to normal dark vision?
It
I don't even
lets
think I've read the difference.
it lets you see through some magical darkness, basically.
Dang.
I am going to increase the lighting in here for you a little bit.
Just need to give me some eye slashes and I'm like the ultimate scout.
Right. Oh, there's a wall there. Whatever. As you pass over this bridge, you can see below you a ruined city. And you can see as well in this ruined city is what seems to be a very great lake. And subterranean lakes aren't super common, but now it kind of makes sense to you as you kind of walk over this bridge, why the Minotaur settled here. It had
Is this,
water.
Ancient Minotaur city.
You can assume that it was probably theirs, yes. You know that the ancient Minotaur city, their capital was around here. And
Guess it makes sense. Most great cities are built close to water. Okay.
yeah, and as you kind of look down at this great ruined city, you can see those with dark vision clearly that it's only about 500 feet below you from where the bridge stands, or at least where the water in the city was. And you can notice creatures swimming or living within the ruins. You can see a mixture of lizard folk, maybe some troglodytes or Zolgaths, even the occasional Grell. They all seem to be congregated in their own little areas. It's clear that these residents are, well, very territorial. And there's clearly a struggle for who's the top of the food chain for these Great Lakes, or one of the Great Lakes. But as that pungent smell eventually begins to come out from below you, from the mixture of death, decay, excrement, and so on, you make haste and try to move forward from this bridge. From there, move on. And I will move you guys. Okay. Alright. Eventually, you spend what seems to be about another few minutes and you come to another Y intersection. Dunless, can you make another survival check for me as you try to track which way the Dwagar went. A natural 20, huh? Okay. Nice flex.
Oh, tell me the size of shoes. What kind of shoes?
Yeah, they got size 5's women's shoes. For sure. Just kidding. But yeah, they're pretty heavy-footed, and you can notice that while the tracks are about a day old, they definitely went to the south, and you continue to follow them. And from there, you move. And those with dark vision, once again, are greeted with an even more expansive sight as you see an even bigger lake. This lake is quite massive. It seems to go on for hundreds and hundreds of feet, or at least what you can tell. And you see the same sights and same people. It's quiet. The stench isn't so bad over here. The lake is a little bit more bigger, and maybe there's better access to better air through natural navigation. But eventually, you move forward, and you keep moving forward. And you're going to notice, as you move forward, that over towards here, a tunnel actually begins. But to your south, you notice another ruin. This time, this ruin is great in size, but it's broken. You see this statue of a dragon. While it is broken, it peeks through the water. It is hundreds, and I mean hundreds of feet tall and wide. It really shows what the Minotaur kingdom was capable of doing. And you can see kobolds and drakes near the passages, or even swimming.
Drakes, like big drakes?
No, drakes as in like four-legged drakes.
Oh, yeah.
Lesser drakes.
Gotcha.
And you see them pass by, maybe even a few kobolds bow and worship the statue. But as ancient as the Minotaur kingdoms are, you are left with a thought. Why would a colossal dragon statue even be here? The Minotaurs didn't necessarily serve or worship the gods. They had their own pantheon.
An occultism check?
I'll allow it, but religion is allowed as well. Religion or society, I guess, is correct. If anyone cares.
Sure. Also.
Did I hear society?
Yeah, society.
That's -1. I left my dragon choker on for some reason.
That's okay. Okay.
I'm really out here rolling 3 or 20, huh?
I mean, that's the life. You're either succeeding or you're failing, let's be real.
Real.
Okay. Krimvek and Vesper. Krimvek with your occultism check. To you, you think it's possible that maybe at some point in history, lost to time or lost to whatever, that there was a time when probably Minotaurs maybe worshipped the dragons, or a dragon. But to you, it would make sense that maybe they worshipped, and I'm going to say it in your perspective, Tiamat. It's very likely that they would have possibly worshipped Tiamat. They weren't necessarily always good people in the past, but they were the most dominant empire at their peak and at their time.
So it's possible that they made that statue?
Yes, it's possible. You would have remembered at the start of, or I'm going to ping you guys all the way over here. At the entrance of the Thunder Spire, there were 50-foot Minotaur statues, but this statue over here blows it out of the water. Literally, it is 3-4 times in size.
The Minotaur statue too, or
No, it's a dragon statue. The one that's in the water here. Vesper, with your society check, you would know that the kingdom and the empire that was after the Minotaur Empire was the Arcosian, the Dragonborn one. And they claimed, claim to this land after the Minotaurs had fallen. It's not necessarily out of the question that they made it, but it's also leaves the question: did they use Minotaurs as slaves to create it for their own purposes? Maybe instill their own dragon-like religion. And then
draconian.
that reminds you that the Draconians, not Draconians, that's Dragonlance. The Arcosians, they had one single dragon god, and they called him the Golden One. But no one really knew what he looked like or what they really like, but they just knew this dragon was of great importance. But at the same time, to make it, what did it really cost? And what did the Arcosians really do? It wouldn't really have made sense for them to make cities underground. Maybe reuse the infrastructure that was there, but they were much more known for their cities in the sky, their magical islands that the Arcosians only had access to. That was their own beast. It seems very contradictory to have had a statue of this size down here.
What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I
Point
actually
to the
can't
stats.
see well in the dark, so I think I'm just following
It's just
along,
nighttime.
clueless. Outside of what they describe.
Yeah. I will say that while Dunless and Evadine don't really know much, it's definitely a marvel to see, even if it is in ruin, partially, mostly. Or even hear about it, so to speak. But for encountering this ruin, you will get some XP.
Be like 115.
No, unfortunately not. You guys are gonna get 20.
95 more.
And eventually you make your way through. And through you go. As more than about 10-ish minutes or so, you find yourselves approaching what seems to be light in the distance. And from there, you can see a very seems to be open pathway into a larger expanse. Can I get a perception check from everyone, please?
I can see better in this area now.
Yes,
I
you can
realize.
see towards the end. Yes.
Does this relate to seeking hunted prey?
No, it does not.
Perception. Public.
Yeah, you can all make this public. I don't really care. Right. Dunlas, Krimvek, Everdeen. Yeah, all of you pass. Congrats.
Nice.
You are going to see what seems to be an archway. And this archway is chiseled above you. You just notice that it's it extends for a long amount towards the end there, about maybe 50 feet or so. And that archway, you can notice an inscription, maybe something chiseled out within it. And you can roll a society or religion check to kind of see what that inscription says.
I can.
Anyone, all of you can. Okay. Cool. Did you roll?
No.
Okay.
He's on his guard.
Gotcha. All of you succeed, and you notice that this inscription is related to the dwarf god. Or is it? You're going to notice that while it does give you initial dwarf god vibes, upon closer inspection and as you kind of squint and get a better look, this is the sign and the markings of, well, one of the Underdark gods. But you continue on the path, or do you? Do you not? What do you do?
Are we walking through the ruins right now?
No, you are on the road. And the road leads to this closed entrance, so to speak.
It's gonna ruin my day if I have to beat another kobold to death. Let's keep moving, gang.
Sounds good. What was on that plaque?
I don't know, something about a dwarf.
What dwarf?
Oh, famous dwarf. Famous enough to burn them to make a statue of him. There was a statue of the dwarf, right?
No, there was no statue. It was just an inscription.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, actually, Okay. As you continue on into it, eventually you find yourselves into an open cave, it seems. And as Solara makes her eyesight more adjusted, she says, "Welcome to the Seven-Pillared Hall," as you make your way in. Luckily for you. And I just think I am going to end it off there as we enter this map.
There are actually 7 pillars in this hall. And hence the name.
Real question.
You're
Is
going
this
to
a pillar?
No, it's not actually.
Oh, alright.
But, you know, I
Already
will
off to a
just
bad start. There better be 7 pillars, man.
you know, here, I'll describe it for you. I won't leave you off, you know, the cliff here. But as you enter in, you are going to see dozens of lanterns hang from the walls, and you can see thick pillars, many of them, about 7, fashioned into this great chamber. And this great chamber has buildings fashioned into the facades here, and to you kind of see that this hall is more like a city square to you than an underground cavern.
Sorry, you said city square? This hall is a city square?
No, it appears more like a city square than an underground cavern.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And as you kind of make your way in at this point, you find that it's quite bustling, even though I don't have tokens on the map because it lag. There's business open, lots of businesses.
It's a bustling area with it's almost like a town and city, right?
Almost. It's almost like a small village, maybe. But the only thing of note that you yeah, civilization. The only thing of note that you will notice is what seems to be this Minotaur statue. And whoever can succeed on Arcana check can identify what this is. And then we'll leave it from there.
If I look up, what are the pillars supporting?
They're supporting just the cavern structure, this cave structure as a whole. It seems like it was as if like maybe this cavern was dug out, and they decided that the pillars would be there for stability. Okay,
Yeah.
Vesper.
Hard.
It's just Vesper rolling Arcana. Okay, Evadine. Wow, Evadine, what the fuck?
Why,
Okay.
What happened?
Evadine and Vesper. You notice that this is a teleportation circle over in the distance. And teleportation circles there's maybe a handful left from the old days when people knew how to make them. Or maybe that's something to find out next session. But I think we'll leave it there for now.
Wait,
And that's session
thanks
20.
for the sesh, dude.